Hello, my little crones, munchkins, and chickens. How are you this evening? Well, I hope you're doing lovely. As for me and baby crone, how you doing?
I am doing good.
Well, as for me, I'm doing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. After having a long day of sleep, I was tired. So anyway, I guess it's the rain, and the season change. Have you ever noticed that when the season changed, bless you, child. Have you ever noticed when the season changed, it just makes things a little heavy?
Yes.
You just seem a little sleepier, everything seem a little longer, a little drawn out. Well, that's fall. That's what happens when everything fall back. Well, anyway, this is our recap on Potomac Housewives.
Yes.
Get it started, baby crone.
Yes. On to episode 4 we are on. So for the Housewives, we started off with Wendy asking her husband to help pay for some of the money for the restaurant, and then he brought up what happened to her business of home essentials that she was trying to sell last year.
What do you think it is with Wendy?
I don't know, maybe
it's like she never gets enough. It's like she's always aiming. You can blame mama and daddy for everything. But at the end of the day, you're old enough to make decisions. Wendy is a fully educated grown woman with a doctorate. I'm a doctor. So when we're going to stop blaming people for our actions? Especially when you can claim it. Especially when she says, oh, doctor, I'm stressed out.
Yeah, you're right.
Then why are you doing this? What is it you're trying to prove? What is it that you're competing with? This is crazy to me. But go ahead, sweetie.
I don't know. It just kind of reminds me of how she maybe just wants to start a business of her own and try to put the fame and popularity she's gotten through Potomac and put it to use.
She was already famous as far as I was concerned with just dealing with MSNBC.
Oh, okay.
Being a news anchor or a commentary or whatever. So, some people just never satisfied.
Yeah, that's true. Well, moving on. Robyn, because she was the one that planned Family Fun Day.
Messy Robyn. I don't know why Robyn is being messy this season. Somebody must have told Robyn to be messy. However, she good at messy.
Yes, her tagline, I think, was about arriving on time for something about drama or the mess. And I'm just yep, she does arrive on time.
But what I do like about her, she messy in your face.
Yes.
And Gazelle too. They messy in your face. They not messy no, I didn't say that. Be yep, I said it. Especially when she stood up with Wendy and said, yeah,
I'm standing
that's
down.
Good. That is a hood. That's Baltimore for real. Okay? In your face. I knew your cat was out there in the window sill. Looking in. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
And during this scene, she decided to talk to Candace to ask Candace if she could play auntie for the day and ask Wendy's kids if Wendy would allow the kids to come to Family Fun Day without inviting Wendy.
Well, I thought that was a nice gesture. However, I wouldn't have sent my child either. But it was still a nice gesture because, in other words, what I have with you, I don't like you, I don't want you around. But I'm big enough to know that you're children, and I know that you trust Candace, so Candace can play auntie. And I thought that was good. But she can't say, she didn't even care about my kids.
Exactly. Can't hold that against her.
She got you. Can't use that. All you could do is say, that hussy don't like me, and I don't blame her. You have not been kind, Wendy. I don't know, Wendy too fussy for me. She's just, especially them feet. She need never come on camera, Wendy. Hide them damn feet. They look like boots, okay, like burnt boots. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, Jesus. Go ahead.
So, moving on to the next.
I'm sorry. No, feet are fighting. I'm sorry. sorry. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. That's the ugliest feet I ever seen on a woman. Oh my God. Woo, child. All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, so Karen was talking to her daughter Raven, and first they were talking about health and how they were trying to diet and stuff like that. It was nice to see them, both of them, care about their health and willing to work together and share tips and ideas and stuff. But later on in that scene, Karen did bring up to Raven that
why would somebody name their baby Raven like a
and with that dark hair she did look like a raven.
Things that eat dead things. They must have that name is so nice. That's a bird that eat off the dead. Ooh. Well, anyway, I'm sorry.
So Karen brought up too, because they're close. So Karen tells Raven about everything. So she told Raven about how, what's his name, Ray, did not like the idea of Karen having eye candy because it would look bad in front of their daughter, and how she should be mindful how she presents herself to her daughter as an influence. And her daughter was just like, well, you already tell me, so it doesn't matter to me because I already know. So there's what's the secrecy, I guess, where she's really coming from.
Right.
But yes, so that was it for Karen this episode, really. That was all they had to share.
Well, I like that Gazelle and Karen talked. I like that. And I like that Karen and Gazelle, even though they banter back and forth, nevertheless, I like them. And just like, I'm serious. When I'm starting to see things go, if they mess with the green-eyed bandit, and they try to say, okay, because people sometimes get jealous when they see two people close, and people get jealous. If they do, I'm out. I mean that, because I'm just sick of that.
Yeah, for real.
I'm just sick of it, people jealous because they close, or people jealous. They even, I think, have a podcast together. I don't know if they still have it. I don't know. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, moving on. Ashley was talking to her publicist about how to make a statement about her and Michael getting a divorce before it came out to the public. However, later on in the episode, it was leaked to the public before she could even put out the statement. So she was really stressing out and she couldn't get in contact with Michael. But she got in contact with her publicist, and her publicist was just like, just calm down. You can still put out the statement. If you still put it out the same day, it's not going to look as bad, so you still can recuperate from this. So her publicist was nice. I like that. Very helpful and calming, and a good friend. So moving on to Mia. Oh, yes. Mia.
Mia's starting to be more and more one of my little favorite ones.
Yeah, it was a little sad to hear about her talking, how she had to talk with her aunt about her mother and learning about her mother's abuse of over drugs and how that can stunt somebody's maturity.
That is true though.
So
like if somebody they even said it, like say if you was young and let's say you had a child at 13 years old. Well, you stunted. Especially if you have to step out of school for a while. Yeah. Well, because you got stagnated right there. Where your development, and it could be that way for drugs. It could be that way for a lot of things that you can get stunted. And yes, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just nice to hear Mia open up a little bit about something. Got to see her be human.
Well, she has spoken about her mother in the past.
This is my first.
Yeah, so.
But, it was just sad to see, and I'm glad that she's growing past, and she's saying that she's now willing to forgive her mother because she can now understand and reason with her mother a little bit more. So, now it's finally Family Fun Day.
Yeah, the episode was a little boring, so... Sorry, but it was. But sometimes it's like that. I get it. I just wish that they could make it a little bit more oomph, give you a little oomph every weekend instead of you got your ebbs and flows.
Yeah, that is true.
They should make it where you every week you got something to come back to.
Looks like it's gonna be.
But they do it like every other weekend. Like next week it'll be something good, and then the next week. I just wish that they could just keep it like a flow every week.
Yeah.
That something happens to want you to come back. But go ahead.
Exactly. So a few highlights of Family Fun Day. Charisse came. And then Karen left because she didn't want to.
I didn't believe that. Maybe.
But she did say she might have had a
after
respiratory
Karen
infection.
did that jump,
She came in coughing.
after Karen did that jump, shoot, Karen was like, that's just her age. She don't work out like that, bless her heart. I love me some Karen. She's one of the other ones, you know. I love Karen. I really do. I love Karen. I do.
Yeah.
Because she's real.
That is
and
true.
I think that she is mature. So as far as being the grande dame, I give it to her. As long as but a grande dame got to be able to get along with everybody. And a grande dame got to find peace and get peace going with everybody. And I think that Karen is doing that well because she's getting her reign over Gazelle. And as long as you can get that reign over Gazelle, because Gazelle is a grande dame too. She really is to me. But y'all both need to work together and be cohesive. And I would think that Karen has that title. I could see Gazelle having it too. But I think that Gazelle is a little messy. And I think that the grande dame can blend that. But let's see, because she got some foolery going on with her this year. So this is all good, but that doesn't negate her from being the grande dame. As long as you can keep peace among the women. And I don't think that Gazelle is good at that. She's too messy. But we need messy.
Yes.
We need messy.
We do. So continue, Gazelle.
And we need Robyn to do stirring up stuff.
Yes.
But when she went to Candace, she didn't tell Candace everything, and I didn't like that.
That is true. But that did show she was trying to play some type of drama, maybe.
Yeah, because if you went and you told her, then you should have said in another one too. Maybe she did and they didn't show it on camera. But if that's the case, that's not cool. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
So.
Especially if you're the one that's going around getting all the juicy details for
And
the rest
bringing
of
it,
us.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. But nevertheless, that ain't enough for me not to love my Robyn. I still love her. I love her. So it's not enough as of yet. She's being messy. She's definitely being the go-tell person, the tattletale.
Yes.
She's definitely being the tattletale.
Definitely.
And she's doing it very well. In your face.
Mm-hmm.
In your face. She's so in your face that Mia was like,
Right, you can't even get upset with her about it.
you can't even get, you're like, who, she putting me out there. I mean, I put it out there, but
Right, respect.
if you didn't want it out there, you should not put it out there. That's the way you do it. You always say, look, if you got a problem, come to me. So when she come to her, what's she doing? Like,
Yep. Like, oh, you calling me out. Candace was late to the Family Fun Day with no children.
I like Candace, but she is so sensitive.
Yes, and she
she's
had
like
the
a little girl
biggest
with it.
attitude, and she's specific. I've done this before. She's specifically talked and pointed out everyone else but Gazelle, because she did not want to talk to her.
Because Gazelle told her, like, Jesus, Candace, come on.
Yeah, that was
She
petty.
like, well,
She cranked
even
it
though
up.
she's saying that Gazelle was petty, it happened to Gazelle. But from what I understand, that what's her husband's name again?
Who's?
Candace.
Oh my God! As much as I should know his name.
Me too. Well, anyway, Gazelle said he did call her and apologize. So why did he apologize? What he did was out of line. I agree with the grande dame. It was out of line. Karen. It was out of line. If she felt uncomfortable, if I made you feel uncomfortable for whatever reason, then I owe you an apology. You know what's in your heart. But they get me with this. She cooked for you, he feed you. What that got to do with the daggone tea in Boston?
Exactly. and
that.
especially because it's more people coming out talking about it.
So because she's kind, he's a man first, and clearly he ain't happy. And you fuss with him so much, no wonder he looks for someone else. Go ahead, babe. You got a lot down there. Get it going.
Oh my gosh. Michael had gotten a vasectomy.
I don't blame him.
Yes.
That old man. That man out there in the streets, he be like, I've been damned. You ain't having no more babies on me, and nobody out there having no more babies. Now, he gave her 2, and Candace felt bad about that, but you got 2 kids. Jesus. You know, and if I was out there messing around, nobody can ever accuse me of getting you pregnant. That's for sure. I don't blame Michael. Go, Michael, go. Yeah.
But she did crack a joke saying that Michael thinks that she's trying to get pregnant by him.
I think that she would have. Because she said it was sad that he did this. She was feeling a way about that.
Right, and she's going through this IVF process too.
No, not her. She can have babies. No. You talking about Candace.
Oh.
So, no. If I was Michael, I would do the same thing if I didn't want any more children. And I think he's right. You ain't going to try to get knocked up on me. Now, remember, Michael didn't want no children from the jump. So now you got 2 kids. They were like swingers. They were swingers. They used to do, her and him and Ashley, they were swingers. They would have threesomes and stuff like
she
that.
She did say that.
She didn't want to do it anymore.
And listen, people grow apart, so.
Sometimes people grow out of things. Sometimes it's good for them. But now Ashley's 33 years old? And she's like, I'm done with that life. I got kids. I'm a mommy now. I don't want that. I get it, Ash. But Ashley is still out there doing her thing on TikTok. I follow you, Ashley.
Yes.
I follow you.
Yes. She loves to dance. She is 34.
Oh, she's 34. Okay.
Yes.
When is her birthday? What's her sign?
Let me look that up.
So anyway, I like Ashley. I love Ashley. She's one of my baby dolls. I love her.
She's a Gemini. Okay, cool. Explains it. So next we are on to, I just read this note somewhere, where was it? Oh, that Candace was talking about how she has to cancel her IVF session because her follicles wasn't growing fast enough, so she had to halt the process. And she's also feeling down about that as well. So that's a little bit about Candace.
I don't know what's going on with the birth control pills or what people are taking that women are finding it difficult to have babies. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep, that was it because I already covered some of the later scenes earlier when we were talking about
No, we
people.
skip over. It wasn't really much of a scene. There wasn't much going on. It was entertaining, but it was a little boring. But it'll get better. It'll get better. So
we're
with that
being
being said,
deets next week though.
Yeah, it was a little boring, but it's like that. I expect that we're on the 4th episode.
Yes.
So you know now the playing field is played. Everything is laid out.
Yes.
We know what's going on. We see with Gazelle, where that's going on with Candace.
Yes.
And I hate to see Candace get so worked up over stuff like that. It's so petty.
So petty.
It's petty.
And the way she goes about it is so childish.
It's just childish. She just, and how old is she? 35, 36? She can't just grow up, girl. Grow the hell up. You're just too pretty for that. She just little. She just like a little mini-me with a big mouth. Just,
she'll be 36 in December.
36 and child, get some bone, get some backbone. Stop being so sensitive in your weeping eyes. Those are the most weeping eyes. That girl always gotta be like with a powder tissue point.
Yes.
Girl, just stop crying all the damn time. Well, anyway, that's our recap for the Potomac
Yes.
Housewives. We love it. We enjoy it. Stay tuned. As you know, it's on Bravo. Come on, meet us again next week for
Yes.
the Potomac Housewives.
Yes.